Hey everybody, it's Lyssa with SongofMyHeartStampers.com. I have new stamps to play with. That makes me so happy. Today I'm going to be using the Nature's Harvest stamp set. It is from the, not spring, holiday mini catalog, and it's on page 56. And I just had to have it when I saw it. I am a sucker for wildflowers. I love this time of year when the highways are just blooming and it's so gorgeous in every meadow and every little side street. And I've always liked echinacea and coneflowers, and I think that this stamp set was a must for me. So I had to have it, and it's part of a whole suite. The Harvest Meadow Suite, so it has matching papers, accessories, an embossing folder. It's just gorgeous. So I've used that for my stamp set today to show you a new fancy fold that I think is just amazing. I was never told the name of it, so I'm calling it the Angled Wrap card because it kind of looks like it's wrapped and the cuts are at an angle. So there's my genius name for it. The flowers in this set come with their own dies too, so I really got some good layering going on here. Look at that. I love this saying, a reminder to never forget how much you mean to me and so many others. Perfect. So it's just like it was designed for this card fold. I love it. So let's learn how to make it. Okay, I'll get my act together here. We're going to start with a sheet of 8.5 by 11, and you cut it in half vertically at the 5 1/4, or you don't cut it in half. Oh goodness, I need more coffee. You cut it vertically at the 5.5 inch mark. So we're used to cutting our sheets in half at the 5.5 inch mark here. We're going to do it here this time, and that gives us one long piece with which to make those doors. So this is a great scrap, by the way. It's very large and lots of things can be done with that. So just save that to use on another card. All right, so then you're going to take your piece, which is 11 inches long by 5.5, and put that into your scorer or paper trimmer and score at 3 3/8. And yes, that eighth matters. So 3 3/8. And then 7 5/8. And I know those are kind of putsy measurements, but you can handle it. So just count 5 little ticks here between the 7 and the 8 inch mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where you'll score. Okay? 3 3/8, 7 5/8. So those are the only two measurements you really have to worry about, and the only two scores you need to make. So now we've got our card that folds, and that's pretty enough by itself, isn't it? That's just a cute fancy fold all by itself. But we're going to make these cool angled doors that allow a little bit of the background to peek through and just add that trendy diagonal look there. All right, let's grab our paper trimmer then. And we're going to work from those score marks out to the edge. And the first one we need to do is from the top right score mark as you're looking at the card. And we're going to put that in the gutter of the paper trimmer. This is called the gutter. And this corner here, the top right corner, not the top right score, but the top right corner is going to go to the 1.5 inch mark. Now on the Stampin' Up paper trimmer, the 1.5 inch mark is the edge of the trimmer. So just put your paper right up to the edge, that corner right on the edge, and the score mark right in the gutter of the paper cutter. And that will give us the perfect angle across the top. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So we're putting the left score in the gutter and the left top corner out to the 1.5 inch mark. There we go. And just chop that off. So that gave us two identical scores. That's gonna give us a wrap. That's cute by itself too, right? So you've already learned two different variations. But we're also going to angle this side so it gives us this gorgeous wrap effect. I just love it. So now we're going to place the point where our cut ended, our angled cut ended there, only over to the 1-inch mark this time. We don't need quite as sharp of an angle. So I'm looking for the 1-inch mark on my trimmer, and I'm making sure that corner piece bit there is in my gutter. And chop that off, and we have this beautiful soft angle. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So the other angle we cut goes in the gutter, and then this angle goes in the at the 1-inch mark, just like that. Slice. Look at that. Perfect angled folds every time. I love it. So just to go over those measurements again, when you're making your angles from the scores out, it's from the score to the 1.5, and then when you're done from that, you go from the edge of that angle to the 1-inch mark to get a softer angle there. Okay, and then if you want to cut so that you have a matching designer paper piece to go on this side that matches that same angle perfectly with a cute little border around it, you do the same thing to your piece of designer series paper, but this needs to measure, so because we just need the covered, right? Covered. 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so 3 1/4 this way, 5 1/4 this way. And when you do that same angled technique, it will match just perfectly on your card. You can do it for either panel. Just be aware of which side of the paper you are using when you're making your angles, because it will make a difference as to which panel it fits on, left or right. Isn't that the coolest card? I just love it. Something different and really quite easy when you know the trick. So I'll go over the measurements one more time. It gets scored at 3 3/8 and 7 5/8. Nothing hard there, right? And then the angles are from the score to the 1.5-inch mark, and then from that mark to the 1-inch mark. Okay, so I want to see these out there just flooding the card making groups, because this is such a cute and easy design, and you're going to love how professional it makes you feel. Let me know if you need the holiday mini catalog or the celebration brochure. That's right, we're in celebration right now, where every $50 gives you a freebie out of the special celebration rewards brochure. There's 12 by 12 papers, there's stamp sets, ooh, there's Christmas stuff, there's even dies. So you need to have this. Send me a message with your snail mail address, and I'll be happy to send you one and a link so you can enjoy looking at it right away online too. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.